This video talks about what you need to submit to Canvas for assignment 3. There's 4 different things you'll be submitting to Canvas. So the first thing is research, online or otherwise, no fewer than 3 resume styles and pick the one that you like the most. Create a document, for example, a Word document, with screenshots of your research and explain why you chose the one you did. Then you will upload this to Canvas. This is the first thing of 4 that you'll upload to Canvas. The next thing you'll be doing is opening up Visual Studio Code and creating a file called resume.html, or you can name it whatever you like. And you're going to want to put the raw content of your resume in the text editor. Now the focus of this assignment is going to be marking up that content. And you're going to take the raw text of your resume and add document structure elements, content grouping elements, and inline elements. And we'll talk about what elements you need to add in the next step. We're not going to focus on styling right now. That's kind of the fun part. But the focus of this assignment is just marking up the content. We're thinking about structure, grouping, that sort of thing. Step 3. Your final resume must include appropriate use of more than half of the unique elements summarized on page 112 of your text. Here is the contents of page 112. I put a couple screenshots down here below that you can refer to. So you want to use half of these elements and add them to your resume.html. You have to use at least one from each one of these sections, so like one from the page section, one from heading content, one from grouping content, elements and attributes, and so forth. You have to use at least half of these in your resume.html. Now the next thing that you're going to submit to Canvas is you somehow need to come up with a copy of this and circle all the elements that you used in your resume.html. So you could print this off. You could somehow copy this into a Word document and then use a tool in Word to circle which ones you used. But ultimately I need this information here marked up with you circling which elements were used in your resume.html. So that would be the second thing that you would submit to Canvas. Alright, step 4, print out and submit a scanned copy of your HTML code. So we're talking about your resume.html. It should have had the raw code. You marked it up with a bunch of elements from below here from page 112. So I want you to somehow get a copy of that HTML code. You can either print it out or you could copy it into like a Word document, something like that, and then circle all the elements that you put in there. So anything that you used from down here, you're going to circle it and label it, and then that you are going to upload to Canvas. That is the third thing that you will upload to Canvas. Your resume should be aesthetically pleasing. Your resume should be complete and thorough. Your resume should be professional looking. No typos. Go back and reread it a couple times. Make sure you don't have any typos. It looks neat. It's lined up. And then upload your resume.html to Canvas. 4 things. The document with the resume research, the copy of page 112 where you've circled each element that you've used, the copy of your HTML code where you've circled each element that you used and then you've labeled it, and then your actual HTML code that I will click on and see how your resume looks. Alright, enjoy working on this assignment. Try to create something that we might be able to use in the future.